Hey YouTube family, my name is Atlina and this is Truly Being with Atlina, a place for those who are ready to learn and grow as I inspire and encourage you to become who you truly envision for yourself. So guys, today we are going to be talking about insecurities and how to overcome them. So yeah, let's get started. So insecurities. Is a sensitive topic. It's a really sensitive topic. It's not something that a lot of us like to talk about, share, even try to figure out how to overcome them. So we're going to talk about that today. So again, guys, yeah, let's just get started. I would say the first thing with how you want to overcome your insecurities would be acknowledging them. Acknowledging them and not being afraid to acknowledge them. And in a sense, be proud of them. And I'll explain why you should kind of be proud of them, or at least being able to acknowledge that you have them and what they are. First things first, like I said, insecurities is a sensitive topic for most of us. People just don't like to admit it, or don't like to come to terms with the fact or discuss with the fact that they have those insecurities, and rather just either deny it or not talk about it at all. But fact is, we all have insecurities. I have insecurities, but one of the most important things in overcoming them would be acknowledging them, knowing that you have them, knowing what they are, of course. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about some of my insecurities and share with you guys what I'm truly insecure about, even to this day. So first thing would be my teeth. My teeth. I have a gap, don't care about the gap, not really an issue. It's just my top row. I have a really big overbite. Like if I were to smile and turn to the side, you see that overbite. I have a pretty big overbite. And my tooth is chipped. This tooth is right here. So whatever way you guys are looking, it would be from my left, you guys is right. My front, out of my front two teeth, the left one is chipped. And I did that when I was younger. I actually was playing on the merry-go-round and fell towards the bars and hit it, and my mouth went down first and I chipped my tooth. So that's how I got my chipped tooth. So yeah, I'm insecure about that. Another thing that I'm insecure about is the fact that I feel, this is just me, people think I'm crazy, but I feel my face is not symmetrical. So basically unsymmetrical, is not matched. Like the left side of my face is like one eye is a little higher, one side of my face is flatter than the other. So yeah, my face to me is unsymmetrical. I mean, I'm looking at me every day. You guys aren't. So maybe you guys won't see what I see, because when I was telling my friends about it, they were like, what are you talking about? See, sometimes it maybe just be us, but in my mind, my face is unsymmetrical, so it makes me slightly insecure. So with that, like I said, I have that, my teeth, and being skinny, being slim, being how I am, in which I've always been for the past few decades of my life. I've always been slim, I've always been skinny, but I was teased growing up for skinny, so it made me insecure. So when I got a little older, I had to become comfortable and secure with the fact that I'm just slim. High metabolism runs in my family, and we don't really gain weight till we start having children. So, and I don't have any of those yet. Probably won't for the next couple, 2 or 3 years. So yeah, so I got that. So those are my insecurities. So being that I've identified my insecurities, you know, you guys should be able to identify yours and, you know, list them out, talk about it, talk about why it makes you insecure, and let it be. But yeah, next I would say the biggest thing into overcoming them would also be learning to accept the fact that there are going to be something that you cannot change. That's just a fact. That's just life. There are some things about you that you are not going to be able to change. There are some things that you can actually work towards correcting and changing about yourself. Especially with how advanced the world is and with so many things available to us that we can go to. Yeah, so some things we're able to change. Some things we're not. But with the things that we're not able to change, we need to learn to accept that, deal with that, and learn to be okay with that. It's okay. Learn to be okay with it. Accept it, which may take time. That can take time, like I said, time, practice. Definitely is going to take a lot of practice. You may have to take some time to do some affirmation to yourself so that way you can learn to, like I said, accept them and just learn to be okay with what you cannot change. 1 second. So moving on to the next thing. For the things that you can change, go ahead. For whatever is available to you, and like I said, the things that we have available to us in the world, there are a lot of ways that we can correct and change a lot of things that we don't like about ourselves. Ugh, tongue-tied. There are a lot of things that we can change that we don't like about ourselves. Whether that means, for me, you know, my teeth would be getting braces. You know, they could shave down the other side of my tooth and that chip would be disappeared, or put a cap over, whatever they do to fix it. Like I said, I could go to the dentist, get some braces. They could do the rest of the cosmetic surgery on my teeth, put veneers in there, do all that, but I ain't doing all that. I'm not about to be having them folks drilling in my teeth, shaving my teeth down so I could look like a piranha. Not doing it. Just give me the old school. Give me the braces. I'll do that for a year or two and keep it moving. I'll let that be. But the fact is, my teeth are crooked and not straightened due to my own fault. Now, the chip was my fault. That never got fixed. But my teeth are still messed up to this day because when I was younger, my parents actually got, me and my brother actually got braces at the same time. Same time. But I believe he got his off before mine, and I still had mine on because, you know, my teeth were a lot worse than his, as you can see. But after, you know, of course, you get your braces off, you got to go through the retainer stage. I hated that stage. I didn't care about the retainer. I didn't go to get the retainer. I didn't do that. So over time, my teeth went back to how they originally were, how they are now. Cricket and overbite and everything else. Crowded at the bottom, because that's what they said. But that was due to my own fault. So I don't blame anybody for as far as my teeth being messed up, because, you know, that was me. My parents paid all that money for me just to go and screw it up, because that's what I did. But yeah, that's just my little story though. But yeah, like I said, change the things that you can. Some of the things may be going to therapy, like I said, so that way you can cope with and overcome, you know, the insecurities that you do have. Therapy is very helpful in so many ways. It can definitely help you overcome and get through a lot of things in life. So yeah. Another thing may be taking speech classes. Say if you have like a speech issue, you have a list or something, or you stutter. I know a lot of people stutter. I have a sibling that stutters, and they still do it to this day. It used to be worse when we were younger, but over time, you know, my dad and my parents, you know, they would tell her, you know, slow down, you know, just breathe, slow down. She didn't go to any speech class or anything like that, but yeah, that's another thing. Like I said, there are so many things offered to us Where there's something that we can change that we don't like about ourselves, we can take that route. Like I said, teeth messed up, go get braces. You don't like something about your face, say you don't like your nose, you don't like your lips, you don't like your eyes, you don't like your cheeks, whatever it is that you don't like about yourself. There's so many things you can do. Like I said, you can have the cosmetic surgery, plastic surgery, which I'm personally against, but I don't judge those that choose to do so. Everybody, views things and, has their own view of things and what they feel like you should and should not do. But, who am I? That's just my opinion. But like I said, I'm against, doing anything, drastic to my face or body or anything like that. I'm just going to stay the way I am. I'm just going to accept and love me for who I am. But there's nothing wrong with those who feel the need to say they want to go get started, they want to get a nose job, get a facelift, get cheek fillers, lip fillers. Just be safe about it and don't overdo it. Because as you can see in the social media world, we see a lot of people, having these surgeries, doing these plastic surgery, and they're dying, trying to keep up with the celebrities, celebrity status, who we call celebrities, when they're really none of that. They're just people that are well known. The only celebrity I feel like is God, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things we can do to change what we don't like about ourselves. So yeah. And one last thing about that, you can always ask God to assist you with overcoming your insecurity as well. If you don't want to do anything of that and you're just still struggling with overcoming it yourself, you don't want to do any surgery, you don't want to do anything else to fix them, you just want to leave it as is, which some people do. They just leave it. That's who they are. They accept it. But they still kind of struggle with it. So one thing that I can say that would be very vital would be, say a few prayers every here and now, every now and then. Say a few prayers. Ask God to assist you with overcoming, accepting, and loving yourself for who you are. God will help you with that. It may take some time, but God can definitely help you with that. So, yeah. And one of the last points that I want to make within your insecurities and overcoming them would definitely be not allowing anyone to use your insecurities against you. And that could be your friends, your family, your lovers, definitely your lovers. Because lovers seem to be able to know how to use them against you the most, more than anybody. Well, your lover and family can come pretty close, can come pretty neck to neck in how they can use your own insecurities against you. And I know that from my own experience. I had a past partner that used to use some of my insecurities against me, and you got to keep in mind that that's a toxic behavior, and that's not someone you need to keep in your life. If they're doing that, no, it's not okay. Someone is poking fun of your insecurities and at things that they know bothers you and that you're struggling with to overcome. They know what they're doing. They're well aware of that. We're adults here. We know. So anybody that's doing that, you need to completely remove them and let them be. Throw them to the side. Let them be. Not saying forever, but if you got to mention more than, depends on you, the person. Sometimes one time is it for that person. Sometimes it's two. For me, I'll give you a couple chances, and maybe that's something I need to work on as well. So you can get it together to learn that I don't like that. Why do you continue to do that? You know that I don't like that, but yet you continue to do something and bring something up that you know that I struggle with and that I'm insecure with. Excuse me. That's a no-go. They gotta go. It's a red flag. It's a red flag. All I see is red flags that I'm saying it's red flag. Check them at the door. Let them know. If they can't get that together, they got to go. Because, like I said, anyone that's supposed to love you wouldn't do that. Who says that, hey, I love you, yet at the same time does things that they know you hate, know you dislike, know is going to bother you and upset you, yet they continue to do it and repeatedly do it as well. They know what they're doing. So, yeah, guys, I think that's about it. You know, with insecurity, you just want to do your best to make sure you're taking the steps to overcome them. Don't allow any negativity to get in your ear, get in your head, get in your mind to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? To affect your thoughts, especially if you're already heading in the right direction, in the right path. You want to block all that out, anything or anybody. So, yeah, keep that in mind that, you know, we all have insecurities. Everybody in this world has insecurities. Somebody that you look up to, an actor, whether they're an actor or your favorite music artist or whatever it may be, whoever you look up to in life, they have an insecurity that they are probably still struggling with or have struggled with in the past. Doesn't matter. We're all human. We all have some of the same issues and concerns. Some of us just are afraid to admit them and share them with the world because we're afraid of what people will think of us. You know, we're so busy trying to, you know, act like, oh, we're superhuman, we're this, we that. Oh, we don't deal with that, we don't deal with that. You're lying. You're a human being just like me. We're going to bleed the same. Hey, we're going to end up in the same place when we're out of here. In somebody's morgue. But that's a little dark humor, but yeah, so just know that we all have them and you're able to overcome them. So y'all, I was listening to the first part of the video and I was like, I left something out that's really important. So I wanted to come back and do like a quick little wrap up session. So yeah, a point that I left out when it comes to insecurities and overcoming them. And this is the main point. I can't believe I left that out, but that's besides the point. So yeah, with society and how society has grown to be so nasty, evil, and mean, and, you know, just cruel. Like the internet nowadays, like people say the boldest thing behind the keyboard, just typing, just the boldest things. So with how society is and how people are so quick to follow the masses and not be strong enough to stand with their own and not be a follower but be a leader, you're gonna have to build tough skin, because social media is a beast. Yeah, I would say that social media is yet a blessing, yet a curse as well, because people are so nasty. Social media has become like really evil. It's like, besides the fact that you can, you know, literally get on these apps and make money and secure your family and whoever else that you take care of or tend to, it can break you down if you don't build tough skin, because you got some nasty people in this world. You got some evil people in this world that are really, 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 really just sad and broken and have probably been talked about and bullied for those same insecurities that they're talking to you about, telling you you need to go get a nose job, you need to gain some weight, you're too skinny, you know, you're too big for that, you need to lose some weight, you need to get your teeth fixed, all of that. You just gotta keep in mind that these people are behind the keyboard and the internet. You don't know who they are, and half of the time these are people that are just really don't have anything going for themselves and have nothing else better to do but sit behind a keyboard on the internet or on a phone on a keyboard going Twitter fingers. because they don't have anything else to do. They don't have anything else going for themselves but to bring down or make somebody else feel less than because of what they already feeling inside. So don't let society, please don't, social media for sure, or the masses trick you into thinking that a lot of these things, about yourself, you need to fix and change, especially when it comes to, the Black community. So, yeah, because I know this is not something that, maybe white people or other, races or ethnic groups deal with. As Black people, we deal with a lot. With people talking about our noses, how wide our nose is for being how dark-skinned we are, just our features itself. Yet these same people go out and pay for and buy what we have naturally. And another crazy part about that is I've had a lot of people that look just like me, of color, Black Americans, say some of the craziest things that because their mindset, because they haven't retrained and reprogrammed their mind from what these people taught us to think about ourselves. So, and that's a whole nother conversation with itself. That's literally YouTube episodes from a year from now that I know folks ain't ready for, but it'll come up sure enough. But like I said, I've had people that look just like me tell me that, dang, your lips big. You got some big old lips. Okay. I know this. I wake up with them every day. Don't need you to announce it. What are you, a parrot? I mean, I don't understand it. I just never understood somebody telling you, hey, you're skinny, you're this. Don't you know I wake up like this every day and I notice this? I know who I am and what I am. I know what I look like. I don't need you to announce it. So, yeah, it's crazy that people that look just like us have sometimes the most to say more than others. And that's the truth. They'll talk about your nose, your lips, your skin color. And it's just crazy to me because it's like, dang, y'all really in the mind. Like some of our people are really up in the mind. And that's just the fact of it. And those folks you got to get away from. Their problem is like crab in a barrel mentality. They'll bring you down sometimes faster than the others will. With how we've been taught regarding that situation, like I said. And I don't want any other races or any other, ethnic groups to get offended. I'm just speaking on, what goes on within the Black community, being that that's what I'm a part of. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that, I feel like that's very important to bring up, Don't let society, social media, or the masses trick you into, thinking you gotta do this, you gotta do that, and how they've made some of those things that you have insecurities about now, society and social media has made them insecurities for you. You need to not allow the influence of people on an app to change how you feel about yourself and how you were brought into the world. That's how God made you. So don't let social media, like I said, don't let people on these apps with Twitter fingers trick you into thinking that something is wrong with you. No. Don't let them do that. Don't let these people that you don't know and have no clue about change how you feel about yourself or make you feel insecure or something about yourself. Don't do that. And like I said, I know we all have insecurities. There's some things that we just have on ourselves. But if it's something that happened to you as from growing up to adulthood that people have always talked to you and teased you about, don't allow the ignorance of others to push you to make some changes that you may regret. Yeah, don't allow social media to do that. Don't allow strangers to do that. Don't allow this outside world, the matrix, to do that. Don't do that. Be at peace with, you know, who you are, what you look like, and like I said, if there's some things you want to change about it, so be it, but do it for yourself. Don't do it because that's what society is saying the standard of beauty, or what you should look like, or you should do this. You know, your skin's too dark, you need to lighten your skin up. If you want to change it, make sure it's because you want to change it, and not to appease other people that don't know you and you don't know them, and really don't care either or way. Just be happy and content with who you are. And that is all. Till the next video, guys.